Peace, love, and blessings, y'all, and welcome to this week's episode of THC Truth Talk with me, Jordan Harter. Alright, so today I'm going to tell y'all about the differences between eating and smoking medicine. Now, obviously, the main difference is how your body takes it in, right? So, like, you eat the edible, it's ingested, goes through your stomach, whereas smoking it is direct to your bloodstream, right? So it's literally a completely different process. This is pretty interesting because today is the first day in Pennsylvania there is legal flower. You could buy legal flower in dispensaries. Still can't smoke it though. You're only vaping allowed, but still dope. But I figured, because for a while they didn't really have flour, and edibles have just really been increasing, man. Like, I'm telling you what, man, you can get anything in an edible nowadays. And what's really cool is they'll just give you it straight to you. You can go out there and buy like edible. Really, the big thing is like butter. You get like medicated butter, man. What do you eat with butter? Everything. Put that shit on toast. Make your mac and cheese with it. I mean, literally, like anything you use butter for, you could use that for, right? So, olive oil is another big one. They'll have like salad dressings. It's crazy. That could be a whole episode in itself, and we might have just figured out the next episode, just cooking with it. But shit, man. The point is, edible, it's a big deal now, right? So like when you eat it, it's instead of, like I said, instead of being instantaneous like to the bloodstream and the brain like it does when you smoke a joint or something, like it's gonna take anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours for the effects to kick in. I found, for me personally, it's typically like an hour. About an hour, sometimes a little less, sometimes a little longer, but on average it's usually about an hour for me. And that's another thing, like we'll get into that. Hold on, I got some cool shit to tell you. So like when you eat this, it obviously goes through your stomach, has to be digested, but really what happens, it's called 11-hydroxy THC, right? That's what the product is called when the THC is metabolized in your liver. 11-hydroxy THC. It's a pretty dope name, right? But what this does, it's more efficient and effective in crossing the blood-brain barrier, which is why you will get a lot more intense highs. So like, the edibles are not for the faint of heart. I will tell you that. I know some girl, psych. No, really though, man, she was slumped. I'm telling you what, like, ate one cookie, and that's the thing, man. Like, edibles are really tough to like determine and decipher a dosage because they affect everybody differently. Like I said, it will take. I mean, smoking does too, to an extent, but like at least when you smoke, like it's instant. Somebody that's like doesn't smoke, they'll take a hit or two and be instantly feel the effects, right? It's not like that for edibles. You could take that same person, give them one 10-milligram gummy, which is typically what you'll always find. Like you'll see tubes of like, here's 100 milligrams of cookies or gummies or whatever, but there's 10 pieces and they're all 10 milligrams. Because that's like the standard dose, but if everyone's different, right? But you could take that same person, right? Whereas they would take a hit or two off the J and be like faded. They're not gonna know this with the gummies, right? It's not like gonna hit them in 10 minutes just because like they don't smoke, right? Now their tolerance will decide how much of the effect that they get. But because it's such a process and it has to be broken down by the body and shit, like it's very, very difficult for people to really decide like what a specific dosage. But like I said, a lot of people, the starting point is just here's 10 milligrams. Like if you took somebody that was new to the game, new patient, just trying to get on it, definitely just take 10 milligram. Because I mean it'll probably suit you good, and what's nice, you can take it, you can wait 2 hours and just see what happens. Now I will suggest too, I learned this while I was out in Colorado, man, before we went to Red Rocks, me and my homies just they had these fucking like lemonade drinks and like fruit punch drinks that were 100 milligram THC, and I mean, it was just like, you know, like the perfect size of it was like those little Kool-Aid things you got as a kid where you twist the top off and suck the little bit out of the like top there. It's like that size, 100, easy to crush it all, right? So we did. But what I learned is I was drinking it while I was just eating a meal, and it's better to like take it like for instance, if you get some gummies, eat a meal or something and then eat the gummies after, because what happens is the THC will like latch on to fat cells, and obviously the more fat cells, the quicker, you know, that you'll speed up the process, right? Especially if it's all kind of in there together at the same time. So that's what we did, man. Like I said, I had this fucking, it was bomb. It was like some salmon sandwich type of deal. I don't know, man, but the sweet potato fries are what I remembered, and that shit was good. And I had that blueberry lemonade drink, couple gummies, and it was a dope concert out there. But yes, getting off the point here. That's what I'm trying to get at. Ingest it while you're eating to really speed it up. But yeah, like, you will find the effects are just crazy. Like, you'll get slumped if you're not careful, you know. And if you, like, I wouldn't suggest, if you're new to the game, what you don't want to do is fucking take some edibles and like go out in public. No, you want to take some edibles, maybe order a pizza, find a good show or your favorite fucking movies. Throw on the Godfathers, man. If you really trying to just take the whole day off, yeah, because it will hit you. Like I said in the last episode, if you want to be in the motherfucking couch, get some indica edibles. Oh, yeah, they make them. What I say, man, it's either indica, sativa, or a hybrid. So like even the edibles, right? Indica edible will tighten your face. It'll just sock you, man, and you'll be done for the whole day. But it'll be cool. It'll be cool. But yeah, that's when you need all three Godfathers. All right. Let's see, man. What else I miss? Oh yeah, so like how it affects you, like the tolerance to metabolism, like how quick you're able to digest shit. So like for me, like I have a very quick metabolism, so like I'll digest that shit quickly. But like I said, it's typically about an hour is what I've found. And you can, if you really want to, you can eat something, then vape something or smoke something, and that'll obviously kick up the effects as well. But once again, man, this edible game is when you kind of got to dip your feet in before you dive, you know, or else you'll just fall asleep. It's really not that bad. Let's see, man. Yeah, eat after the meal. And the 10 milligrams, I'm telling you, that's really what you got to do, man. And like smoking it, everyone knows, like I said, like it's just instantly, because it's in your lungs, in your brain, in your bloodstream, like instantly. So like the effects will hit you a lot quicker. It's not going to take you 2 hours to smoke a joint and be high, right? It'll hit you, but it's not going to last as long as an edible will. So like you could smoke a joint and like the high could, taper off and fade by the time you even really started to come up from the edible. That's really like the main difference between the two. But I wanted to really focus on some edibles because like it's just big, man. And like I said, we might have fucked around and found the next week's episode. Who knows? Stick around to find out. But I really appreciate y'all tuning in. we gonna be back with some more dope shit. THC Truth Talk, yeah boy.